Yeah, they've conceded the third most goals from set pieces so far this season, John. And tonight's lineup, we've seen a wholesale changes from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, they have other priorities as well this week. It is a very, very congested week for the Red Devils. But with this lineup that you have, where you featured a lot of these youngsters, how would you rate, results aside, how would you rate their overall performance going against a side like Leicester City that was possibly fielding almost their strongest starting 11?
Yeah, look, they're making their debuts against a top Premier League team. They're in the Champions League positions because they've been quality all season, and they showed it again tonight when they needed to, when the pressure was on the start of the second half. They took real control of the game, but the youngsters can be proud. Diallo, I thought, had a bit more of an impact than Elanga. He looked a bit more aware and streetwise. Elanga just took a little bit too long to get into the game, but he will have learned a hell of a lot tonight, especially physically. You've seen a few times he got brushed off the ball quite easily, but Diallo was skillful, won a couple of free kicks, and obviously assisted for Greenwood for the goal. So he'll have enjoyed tonight at different stages. Well, so will Elanga too. He'll have amazing memories of making his debut. Shame, obviously, it was an empty Old Trafford for them, but that'll be changing soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully as well. We're looking forward to welcoming fans back into the Premier League very, very soon. But Neil, I don't know if you've ever been in this position in your manager career where you have to face 3 top-level sides in the matter of 6 days. Just exactly how difficult is it to manage these congested fixtures like these? What sort of things go through your mind? What do you take into consideration?
Well, first of all, you take about the welfare of the players, and how much each game takes out of them. They had a great win at the weekend against Aston Villa, but 2 days later they're having to play a top team like Leicester, and then 2 days later again they're playing their ultimate rivals in Liverpool. So he's obviously prioritised the Liverpool game with the changes that he's made tonight, and who could argue with that? He's got to look after the players' fitness levels and the physicality, make sure they don't pick up any injuries with the Europa League. They've already qualified for the Champions League. So it's really important for Ollie, I think, to have a look at these players and obviously give them some game time, like Van de Beek. I thought Twinzebe had a great game second half. I thought he was superb for Manchester United tonight and did his, chances no harm at all. But from a manager's point of view, I think most managers would obviously sympathise with Ollie with the position that he found himself in tonight, or certainly this week.
Well, they are without Harry Maguire. We saw scenes earlier before the game kicked off of the injury that he's experiencing at the moment. We have yet to get a confirmation on a possible return date. But if they are without Harry Maguire from now to the end of the season and the Europa League final, would this centre-back pairing that we witnessed today, Neil, be your preferred centre-back pairing for United?
Well, you got to take Lindelof into consideration as well. And he may go, if Harry's not fit, then he may go by for experience in the final. But for me, I thought Twinzebe was absolutely excellent. He looked assured, he looked quick. Maybe got caught out of position a little bit for the first goal, went in probably, too far with Iheanacho. But I think overall he defended really well. He looked comfortable on the ball, looked quick, looked assured. He's played in Champions League games this season. He played in Paris against PSG. So, I don't think Ollie would have any hesitation in playing him if Harry isn't fit. But I think he's spoiled for choice in that position, really.
John, is this the pairing you go with, Axel Twinzebe and Eric Bailly?
No, well, look, fingers crossed, Harry Maguire will be okay. Sometimes when you have that protective boot on, it can be more precautionary as well. But obviously he's done a bit of damage to his ankle, so we have to wait and see. But I think Lindelof will come back into the reckoning. As Neil said, he's had a fairly solid season, and he's obviously had a decent partnership with Maguire. But Boy and Twinzebe probably just edged it tonight. They've done okay, and look, let's wait and see maybe who partners up on against Liverpool. I think that would be more of a guideline as to who replaces Maguire if he's not fit.
Yeah, that fixture
I think if Maguire's any chance of playing in the final, he will play. I think United will give him every opportunity to make himself fit and available to play. And John's right, the boot is a precaution, and I'd say in the next few days he'll be out of the boot and working on that injury.